Have you ever wondered how successful architecture, engineering, and construction companies scale their business?
Or have you ever wanted guidance on how to get more growth, wealth, and freedom from your AEC company?
Well, then you're in luck. Hi, I'm Will Forat.
And I'm Justin Nagel, and we're your podcast hosts.
We interview successful AEC business leaders to learn how they use people, process, and technology to scale their businesses.
So sit back and get ready to learn from the industry's best. This is Building Scale.
Our guest today is Scott Malone, president and founder of K2M Design. They just had their 20th year anniversary on September 1st. K2M Design is a high-growth entrepreneurial firm specializing in architecture, interior design, engineering, asset management, and specialty consulting services. Welcome to the show, Scott.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's very nice to see you yet again. I could see you every week, Scott. You're just a joyful man. That's just true. That's just from the heart. Maybe it's thankful season, Thanksgiving come up or not, but I don't know. That's just how I feel.
Wow, K2Mers around the world, listen to this. This is incredible stuff here.
I love that you have K2Mers is what you call the people. I hope they know that you call them that, and it's not something you call them that behind your back, but they're going to know now. I'll tell you that.
100%. Have for years.
So Scott, I got to know, why'd you start K2M Design?
I'll tell you, I had, back in 2001, January timeframe, I had probably the most impactful dream of my entire life. And it was a vision that I had of what this organization was what I wanted it to be. And that's why I started K2M Design. I'm a very entrepreneurial person. I have been my entire life. And I always wanted to be an architect ever since I was a little kid. And so being able to bring those two passions and pleasures together was why I started K2M Design. I knew the type of organization I wanted to create. I knew I wasn't in that organization at the time. And that vision just gave me the drive and the lift to go out and just crush the idea of what K2M was to become.
So what you thought of back then and where you're at right now begs the question, if you were to go back 20 years right now, you'd be 27 years old, 27 years young, right?
Right, exactly. Don't mind the gray hair.
What would you tell yourself?
What would I tell myself? The 27-year, that's an incredible question.
Buy Bitcoin. That's always first. Always first is buy Bitcoin.
Yes.
That's always first.
Buy Bitcoin. Whenever you hear that thing comes up, and someday it's going to be worth $50,000. It's one of those little tokens that you have no way to be able to tangibly touch. It's awesome. No. So I think what I would tell myself is the reason why you started this company about building relationship based on trust and results. And, we had that moniker. It's our mission statement of the company long before we ever knew what the name was going to be. That is the foundation stone. And that is a driver of decisions that you make for the next 20 years as you're going to, lead and, operate K2M. It's not going to be without hurdles. It's not going to be without hiccups. It's going to be, there's going to be lots of great days, and there's going to be some bad days, and there's going to be some terrible days. And don't lose sight in the fact of you started this to build relationships based on trust and results. And that's what you will get if you stick to it and you take care of the people that are around you.
And anything in terms of the entrepreneurial tax?
Anything in terms of the entrepreneurial tax. Yeah, there's going to be several opportunities to pay the entrepreneurial tax man during the course of 20 years for, several boggled decisions that are made. But equally so with the boggled decisions, you get great outcomes. And, it's got to take the good and you got to take the bad, and you learn from each of the experiences, and you make it even better in terms of decision making and, the ability to earn better in the future.
Sounds like you've got a boggled experience in mind. I could tell that you kind of smiled there. Why don't you tell us about one of those boggled experiences?
Oh, everybody's got a boggled experience. Everybody's got to have, I think in the entrepreneurial journey, especially as you grow larger organizations, you get the opportunity to make a 7-figure mistake, right? Mine wasn't quite 7 figures, but it was damn close. And I had an incredible development opportunity in Key West many years ago that I invested heavily in, both my time, my money, my energy. And it was something that was going to come so true. And it was so right. And it was such an amazing opportunity to make really fast money. And I'm like, I went all in on this damn thing, put almost $750,000 into a house with another business partner. And we were going to sell it, for $3.5 million. It was this great place, open water, boat docks, elevators. I mean, damn, nicer than anything I ever lived in my entire life. And we were going to create this and sell it and flip it at the end of 2007. Well, unfortunately, we acquired that home in October of 2008 after being almost a year behind schedule. And of course, we knew at that time the entire financial marketplace went in the tank. And, that great short-term win of cash was gone. That $750,000 investment gone. And, a few years later, we got out of the property for the amount of the mortgage that we owed on it when it was $1.8 million. And so a substantial boggle, as as you say, was made. But hey, recovered from it, learned from it, and definitely make decisions, a little bit smarter as I go forward in development in this world.
So what was the learning lesson there?
Well, I'll tell you, if it's too good to be true, man, you just got to believe in yourself that it's too good to be true. And sometimes it's okay to just say no. When you have to work really, really hard and you take too many risks for something that's a no-brainer. I mean, Florida real estate in 2006, who wasn't jumping into that bandwagon? That's probably what caused the bubble to pop so mightily on a national and global basis. But if it's too good to be true, Scott, you just got to sometimes say no.
Thank you for sharing your story. Thanks for sharing your experiences around that. We would love to bring you back on the show. Is this something that you'd be interested in?
Oh, absolutely. I'm happy to experience, share, and if somebody can learn from me and from something I did extremely well or something I did, a lesson that I learned, it's a gift to all my mentors who have imparted such incredible wisdom to me. And with their experiences over the years, it would be my honor and pleasure to be able to do that with your audience as well.
Scott Maloney of K2M Design, everyone. Awesome, man. Definitely an awesome leader. A lot to learn from him. We will definitely have him on the podcast in the future. Thank you, Scott. And
incredible pleasure.
Everyone later.
You betcha. Take care.
Thank you for joining us today and listening to this episode.
If this episode did help you,
then be sure to share it with someone else who needs to hear it.
If you want to be a guest on the podcast or are looking for additional help on your journey to find more wealth,
scale, and freedom in your AEC company, visit our AEC resources page at
spotmigration.com/AEC-resources.